Hi everyone, it's Caroline. Thanks for coming over today. Welcome. I'm so happy to see you. Working on the hashtag gratitude collab, and I'm making the booklet folio using the kit from Creating with Jovi. This is hosted by Creating with Jovi and Cindy A. Lewis. All the information will be in the description, and you can find all the links for the freebies and also for the kit, the Etsy shop. I have my little pile of things. I have some of the cut aparts. This is one of the little free images that were available. I shrunk them down a little bit. Just thought I'd share some of the little images. Really cute. I don't know how I'm going to use these yet. Today I'm going to be working on the front cover, but more importantly the closure, which is going to be part of the front cover. I'm going to construct a snippet closure, so a snippet roll, and I'll do this after, fussy cut after. I'm going to be using the scraps, some of the scraps, to do that. I think I said last time that I was going to work on the inside, which I still may do that if I have some extra time, but I still have this week and next week, so I think I'll do I'm inspired to do the closure for no other reason than I have these scraps. These are leftover scraps. I'm going to do a combination of paper and fabric. I have these scraps from the pages. I'm going to put this over to the side. Just take all the scraps out here. The leftovers, they're not, well, I guess they are scraps if they're leftovers. I also have this piece of packaging. This would actually be very good to use. So this could be a base, part of the base. And I just need to find out how long I want this. And even if it's too long, I can use it for other projects. Probably go this way. That would actually be long enough. With room to move. So I'm just going to start gluing and constructing this fun snippet roll closure. I know what inspired me. I just thought of this. I just recently finished my trashy junk magazine spine journal. Well, that's a mouthful. And I had a snippet from my very first snippet roll, one of the first ones that I made when I first started junk journaling. A lot of this will be covered over. It's just going to be just like you would do any kind of collage or snippet. And everything will be sewn, and that'll give it the structure that it needs. And I think this will be really fun. Really fun. You may see the whole word, you may not. I don't know how it's going to end up. I am improvising as I go, which is, for me, really fun and the way I love to create. It's very intuitive. I can't think of a different word to describe it. I'd like to have something else in here, a different color. So I will go into my, I'm just looking at my papers on the side here. Some of my colorful stained papers. Yes, so I'm going to be hiding some of the words which is fine. It's great to use these little glue sticks up. Thought I would take some time to craft together. I can cut off the ends too that I don't want. I think I'll embellish with the fabric after. I'm going to put this, actually I'm going to put it right here in the middle. Like that. Not straight. And all I did was I printed off what I needed at the time, and I haven't printed anything off since. Use these ones that I've already cut off. And I have some of this one also. Okay, so I'll need some up there. Now what I have to do is put some fabric underneath it. And I'm going to put some fabric on it in different places. Add some color. I cut out the little squirrel or chipmunk, I guess, and I have this little scrap piece of fabric that I put that on top. And I also cut out the little fox. He's got some blue, so I thought that would be nice. And I'm going to put him over here. Like that. Now it should, I realize that some of these are going to be, no, that one's not as secured. Some of these are going to be hidden, but it's just all part of the fun. Fox will be showing, but the chipmunk will be on the back, and that's okay. I'm still going to do that. I am going to keep it on the fabric. Just give it some glue. I think what I'll do is I'll sew this and then I'll come back and reevaluate. Back from the sewing machine, I'm going to trim my threads. I'm also going to reflect or think about what the question or prompt is this week, which is what is my favorite, or what is your favorite time of year? My favorite time of year is summer. I love the heat. I've always loved the heat. And so that's my favorite time. I love the long days in summer. I love the freedom of putting flip-flops on or sandals and heading out the door. I love summer. I've always loved summer. And the other part of the question is what's my favorite thing about summer, or your favorite time of year? And that's what it is. It's the long days. It's the garden, swimming, all the fun summer events, all the fun summer things that we do. I'm not going to bother, like you can see here, I'm having some bobbin problems, but I'm not going to get too fussy about the back, because I'm going to put something on the back here. Yeah, so that's, I mean, I love our seasons. That's just my favorite is summer, but I love living here where we have all the different seasons. I can further embellish this, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a backing on it. And I was trying to think of what I would do using this fabric, because it's fall, it's cozy. I do love the fall. I love the coziness in fall. And I'll cut it off after. I think I'll have a little bit of time left to do some embellishing on the inside. And then next week's video will be completing the whole thing. Trim this up. There will be some fraying, which I love. Now this will need to dry. I don't want to start manipulating it. I've changed my mind about using this particular snippet for the closure. So I think what I'm going to do is I have this piece of lace and I'm staining it with some coffee that I just have in a spray bottle. A little bit of staining so it's not bright white. I don't need the whole thing stained, just a bit. So what happened is I went and had my lunch because I had to let the glue dry for the back. And I actually glued a couple other things on there. Then when I came back upstairs and I started curving it around, I just changed my mind. I'm going to make a topper for the front, which I think is what I was trying to achieve with this, a topper at the same time, but it's just not working. And it's going to be fun to use this snippet inside the journal. I will use parts of that. So what I'm going to do here, these are the same scraps that I had, except this is different. This is from an antique photo album. Instead of my cardboard, I do not have a piece of cardboard right now. So I'm going to use this as my texture. I also have this part of a doily that I've been using throughout my journal projects. So what I'm going to do first is establish my background. And I think I'm going to use this one here. No, I'm going to use this one. not going to be a very big topper, just something on to accent the cover. Try to layer this together till I like what I see. And then I think I will use some of this. Trying to see, I'm going to keep these, I'll make some clusters. Layers. My little piece, well, this is a bigger piece. I love this. I'm not going to need a huge piece. What else can I put on here? An image. So I could take from, oh, I did fussy cut the mushroom. That would be so cute. I think I'm going to use that. And I can back this up with something else. Let's cut some of this off. This is going to be the placement of the topper, so I'm going to start gluing it down. And so here we go. I'm going to start with the mushroom. I was laughing at myself because I just seemed to change my mind, but that's our prerogative, and that's the fun part. That's our creative liberty. We're allowed to do that. And I could even put a button on here after. That would be fun. I'm going to put this piece of lace so it's peeking out over the edge this way. It won't interfere with the opening. Just going to put some glue on so that I can do that. Turn it over. But I like to walk away and come back and just have some fresh eyes. That's the base here. Let that dry. Put the lace on. I'm going to put a bead of glue here. So there are not very many layers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could count your lace as a layer. You can make this as big or, and as elaborate as you like. Make sure I catch the glue on the edge, and then I'll put this down here. Here's the button that I sewed on, and I have just tied this loosely around this little piece of lace. That'll be the closure. And I thought it would be fun to do something on the inside. And now that I've made my snippet roll that I'm not going to use as a closure, I thought it would be fun to take part of it and make a pocket. I thought that would be fun, and I think I'll cut it right here. That seems to be a natural spot. And I still have these items here from last week. And I can put some fun places to journal in here. So those would be fun to put up here. I'm going to put this one down here. I'm going to use the leftover brown paper, and I will put back the tags on that. I'll sew around. I've got the 2 tags sewn up, inked around the edges. I sewed on the tabs, or the toppers, I mean, so that I did punch the holes, but then I thought I'm going to put those on. And I think what I'll do on the back, I haven't done that yet, that could be for next week, is here I will put, I have some images left, and I can put some of these images on the back. So we'll do that. I have these papers left, and I still have my envelope that I think I'm going to use in here. I'll have to figure that one out. And then I have the rest of the snippet roll that I made, and then hopefully I can use that in here, and I'm going to put that in the pocket for right now. So some fun tags. And I did my journaling. I did lots of journaling. Lots happened this week. Lots to talk about. This here too. So this is a fun November booklet folio. And the topper, my little tie. Thank you very much, everyone, for stopping in for a visit. I really appreciate you. Thank you very much for all your messages. I really get inspired and encouraged by them. And I hope you have an amazing rest of the day, rest of your week. Hopefully you're inspired. Always remember to stay adventurous and be cozy. We'll see you next week for the rest of the booklet folio. Until then, I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.